Alright, this is Badegi Radio 90.1 FM. Good morning and welcome to the special live program coming to you all the way from Badegi Radio 90.1 FM. The studio time is 8 minutes after 11. Yes, and I have big individuals here in the studio. I am Ibrahim Gimba. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have individuals coming. Let them, sometimes they say let them eat the onion by themselves. May they use their mouth to chop their own onion. So I'm going to introduce you to these individuals here. Let's hear who they are and the reason why we are here. But the first, let's talk about introduction. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, yeah. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, my colleagues. My name is Musa Abubakar. I'm the founder of Karnati with Big Heart Foundation. The foundation was established to uplift humanity.
Okay. All right. We have the next individual.
A very good morning, listeners and viewers. My name is Nasir Sadiq, and I am the Director of Mobilization and Planning of Karnati with the Big Heart Foundation.
Okay. I think they have also a company, someone who come who is here also with them.
Fellow listeners, my name is Ishaq Mohammed, Executive Director of Operations, and serve as well as General Manager of the organization.
All right.
Karnati Foundation.
All right. Welcome to the program and good morning to you once again. All right, Karnati with the Big Heart Foundation. This is a foundation we all know as the country is grappling with a lot of issues and economic security and other aspects of the that we all are facing in this country and probably all over the world. Individuals are also expected to also play their role in making sure Nigeria becomes a greater country, because we can't leave everything in the hands of the government.
Exactly.
So I think that's why we have several foundations also coming, and we also have one of them here to talk to us. Tell us about Karnati Big Heart Foundation.
Thank you very much. As the saying goes, Karnati is a household name, and quite all right, we inherit that from the family background.
Okay.
And the simple reason why Karnati is reaching out to most of the youngster, as well as the community. Quite all right. What gave me root to just set that foundation? The foundation was established just to uplift humanity through compassionate intervention in healthcare, education, youth development, widow orphan support, as well as climate change and community development.
Okay.
Yes.
These are the areas in which your foundation covers.
Yes.
So what is the main reason? Because it's not everybody can just come up with a foundation and not having a reason why he or she is, having that foundation. What motivated you deep inside your heart to come up with this foundation?
Yes, to be honest, as a founder, I was inspired by the growing challenges faced by the vulnerable members of our society, especially the widows and orphans, the unemployed youth, as well as rural community with limited access to healthcare and education opportunities. To be honest with you, when you look at the society, it's as good as the society have completely left behind, because the giving is becoming so difficult looking at the economic challenges. And I now felt compelled to contribute positively to the society by creating a platform that will promote hope and sustainable development. That what prompted me to go into this foundation.
Okay, and so far, is it a new foundation? How long have you been in existence?
Yes, it was registered last year, May 2025, and this year now we kickstart the activities with an outreach that we just did even here in Minna. That was yesterday.
Okay, you did an outreach yesterday.
Yes, medical outreach. Yeah.
Tell us about the outreach before we can go further.
Yes, the outreach took place in collaboration with the Old Boys Association of Central, because they did their 40 years anniversary. So when we saw it, look at her, being that I'm also a student there, I said, this should be an opportunity. Let us see how we can collaborate to support them with food as well as the medical outreach. And it was really a successful one, because so many people that came and run the tests, they didn't even know that most of them have some challenges. Believe you me, so many people, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, we have a case like 2 or 3 people that immediately after the test, they run to a hospital to go and get it as an emergency. So people are moving with sickness they don't even know.
So it was a welcome development to individuals around that community then.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. I have this question where, why did you begin with an outreach? Because with health medical outreach, there are a lot of areas in which you think you can go into, but why did you start with the medical outreach?
Yeah, you see, the issue here is that for anybody to discover his potential, I think you should be able to have you should be healthy. So, and I look at health is the foundation of productivity and well-being. Many people in the rural communities cannot afford basic medical care. Our medical care aim to provide free health consultation, screening, medication, health education to under population. And the beauty about it here is that no matter how you can go to discover your potential, you should be medically fit.
Okay.
So that is why we start with medical outreach.
Okay. Where is this foundation based?
The foundation is based in Abuja, but I'm a Nigerite.
Okay.
And that is why, as I'm starting the project, the pilot came and I said, okay, let me start with Niger State. That is why I came to Minna, which is my hometown, and we started here in Niger.
Okay. Niger State has been, for a while now, Niger State has been battling with drug abuse, youth restiveness, and, it's a very big issue in Minna, especially in the state capital. I know the government is doing its best, especially the NDLEA and the state government and even the local government. That is central local government chairman also doing their best. So where is your foundation coming in to key into this efforts of the government to curtail this problem?
I think our foundation, we need to key in to see how we can create more awareness, because we cannot leave everything in government hand. Quite all right, I know drug destroy dreams, families, future. Young people should invest in their time in learning entrepreneurship, positive social activities that add value to society. But today, everybody know what we are. To be honest, if we can be able to, we support government in terms of awareness, in terms of talking, going to schools, going to universities to see how we can be able to. In fact, we'll even create a platform called Catch Them Young.
Okay.
We will end up talking to even people at the primary schools so that we can be able to tell them the danger of the drugs, so that they should be able to shun drugs in their life.
Okay.
Yes,
Madam Nasser here.
Yes,
you want to say something, and you've been in Minna for quite some time now. I've known you for a very long time.
That's true.
Yes. What is your impact? What role does this foundation want to make in order to make it a very well acceptable foundation, especially here in Minna, the state capital? I know you definitely aim to go to other local governments, but for the state capital, what efforts are you, going into to make sure it's accepted within Minna metropolis, and then see how it's going to extend to other local government areas?
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Gimba. That was a very great question. First of all, Karnati with the Big Heart Foundation is an NGO that we hope that by the grace of God becomes a household name. Right? We are going to operate even beyond the shores of Niger State.
Okay.
All of the 36 states in Nigeria shall be covered eventually.
Okay.
Yes, and before I go into answering all of that question vividly, I'd like to add a little bit on what the founder has just said. We did not start this foundation last year. It was only registered, this name, Karnati with a Big Heart, was registered last year. We have been in operation for quite some time right now.
Okay.
If you remember the COVID period, we even did some relief material given.
Okay.
We at Rafinha Shea, something like that. It was a very beautiful one, right? And coming back to your question, it's such a very great one that we consider how we are going to see that the outreach gets into every corner. We have a system that we move from a metropolis to another. We've had just Minna yesterday, and our hope right now is we are going to touch 2 or more other locations in Minna, and then we can move to other local governments.
Okay.
The most important thing right now is we see how we can uplift with what we have, augment with what we have, and then we'll move forward.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm saying this, especially your foundation is also going to be focused on drug abuse and the rest, and
especially drug abuse.
Thank you. Because when you talk about drug abuse, people think it's within the cities or metropolitan areas, I've been to several local government areas in all the geopolitical zones in the United States, and seriously, there is a scourge of drug abuse
Yes.
in all these local government areas, especially their headquarters. When I saw this, I felt very bad. I thought it's only in Minna, the state capital, but I didn't until I saw it. Youths, young as 15, 16, 17 years, have already gone into drug abuse.
Yes.
So you don't know how long these guys are going to be. By the time they get to 30,
Yes.
it means they are going to be there. So your foundation now, are you focusing on the at the top level, or you're also trying to catch them from the grassroots? Yes, from the small ages.
All right. You see, that question is a very great one, and I would like to pinpoint that you're very correct, but there's a key element that is missing. Women do drugs. Married women do drugs, and that is alarming. That is heartbreaking. So what we plan to do is, from the primary section, from the primary school section, we have a campaign that is all going to be kick-started. We go to the primary schools, we talk to them about the dangers of drugs, what it does to them, and we're not just trying to treat the problem, we're trying to understand the problem. Some use drugs as an excuse to have themselves relieved of traumas, issues, emotional stress, and all those tiny little things. So we are looking into how we can make them understand the dangers, we can understand them vividly, and provide for them even better situation and solutions that will be more beneficial to them than going into drugs. Drugs waste lives. Nothing good comes out of drugs. It's just a temporary enjoyment. The damages are quite colossal, they're quite big, they're huge. So we have all of that in check.
All right, that is on drug abuse and the youth and then the women. And then when you talk about women, then it reminds me of some people go into drug abuse because of certain stress or problems they are facing, and not finding the solution or not seeing how they can get out of the solution, and they result into drug abuse. I want to ask the founder, we know that women, especially, let's say widows, by the time they lose their husbands or the breadwinner, then they get traumatized, and then they go into a lot of social vices. So some of them don't have resources to like continue with their life after the death of the breadwinner. What are you doing? Is the foundation also bringing these widows into your focus to make sure that, because by the time the breadwinner dies, the women are left with the burden, especially those that don't have anything to do, don't have business, or don't have any work? Is your foundation also going to look into that?
Certainly. It's not even like it's wanted to look into that. We started just like what my colleague reminded me when we did the COVID in 2019. I think the people we center around is the widows and the orphans. We call them because we realize that they have been neglected in the society. So we call them. We now, because of this positive of fund, we only center around the widows and the orphans, and we really do a lot of sensitization during COVID-19. Even now, we have a lot of plans for them, so that we can, because the fact that you have the breadwinner of the family, you lose the family plan, does not mean that you should be lifted to society. Because so many people go into so many factors that I might not wish to even to discuss. You said it here, because exactly could you believe that even some people that are even closer to the friends, they might demand for something, even to assist the family.
Assist them.
Yes. So we felt that it's a high time that let us be able to come together, at least reach out to them. It's not even all about giving out. Sometimes people, like some of them, you see them silent. What they just want, everybody is on fast lane. What they just want is somebody just stop over to just talk to them, not even to give them anything. They are who do I talk to? Who do I share my predicament with? Nobody. Everybody is on the fast lane. So that is one of the reasons that at least even make Karnati exist.
I would like to ask you a question on there are a lot of foundations, and some of them just come up, few months, maximum a year or two, and nowhere to be found. How strong is yours? What is your target? How long do you want to continue to exist?
Alhamdulillah, I think this is a very vital cause. The Karnati will be high condition, to be frank. Although I have something doing, but it's something that we wanted to do for the rest of our life. Because giving back to society, giving back to community. I think what drives me more in my life is not the money you have. Who did you impact? Irrespective of how matter how little it is. That what gave me joy at any time I find myself. And that is what make Karnati exists. And inshallah, we continue to do this. That even our younger ones, we want them to come and take over. Yes.
All right. I'm sure there is a paucity of funds as individuals are struggling.
Yes.
So it's virtually the country. What are the challenges are you facing right now? I know you've been existing before. You've been assisting and doing a whole lot of things. Now you decide to make it formal, to make it a foundation.
Yes.
Yeah, I know it's not easy to get to even where you are now.
Yeah.
So what are these sort of challenges that you are facing right now?
Yes, likely many humanitarian organizations, funding and resources remain very challenging. And most importantly, mobilization remain the significant challenges. But the demand and support of enormous but unavailable resources are limited. But what do? We intend to see how, going forward, we need to invite other like minds, other support group, government. At least we should be able to move together, because we don't have much that we can reach out everywhere. But what the most important thing here is that somebody to start, to kickstart. And alhamdulillah, we have started. We will keep on going forward.
Okay, I want Nasiru to come in and chip in a little bit. How difficult is it? There are challenges.
Yes, there are.
Yes, and
obviously.
since you are like the engine room, you the one moving and the rest, how difficult is it from your own perspective?
To be very honest with you, it is quite difficult. It is not an easy feat for people to give out funds, but I feel that it is the easiest thing to do if you're compassionate. If you understand that nothing given from the heart is small, and if you understand that you don't give because you have enough, but because you care enough, right? And if you understand equally that we're just right here on earth for an amount of time, we'll not be here forever. What legacy would you like to leave behind, right? And you equally need to understand that life is all about sacrifices. You have to make a little bit of sacrifice. There are perspectives to life. Some things might be so small to you, but that's just the whole world to someone. I'll tell you what happened yesterday during the outreach. Yes, we had an elderly woman that was tested of a high BP.
Okay.
The blood pressure was quite high, extremely high, and the medications we had on ground were not going to be good enough for her. So we had to recommend her buy some set of medications.
Okay.
And as little as 1,000 that was given to this woman, the amount of joy you see, it is
After being tested.
yes, it is heart piercing. So these are the kind of things we're talking about. The government alone cannot do everything. The government could have a wider and stronger foundation atmosphere, but we have the reach. I know you know me. I know some other people that will need 500 naira. Believe me, since yesterday there are people that have not had any food till right now. So getting funds is not easy, and we just want to beg on well-meaning Nigerians, individuals, to see how they could contribute. It doesn't have to be much. It just has to be sincere.
Okay, we talked about health.
Yes.
And then also drug abuse.
Yes.
What about education? Because according to statistics, it's the northern Nigeria is seriously in a big mess when you talk about out of school children.
Yes, that's true.
So we feel the north will have to do a lot if we will have to catch up with other parts of the country.
Yes.
I'm not saying there are no out of school children in the other part in the south. There are, but the north is carrying the highest. So I'm sure the government is doing its best, but individuals will also have to come in.
Yes.
And I don't know if your foundation is also keying in into making education affordable or easily accessible by doing one thing or the other for the northern part of this country to reduce the number of out of school children. Whichever way, everyone is contributing. Let me talk to the foundation, the founder of the foundation. What effort are you making, your foundation is making, to also contribute its small quota to the reduction of the number of out-of-school children in the north?
Honestly, you see, the number of children out of school is worrisome, to be frank. And if you look at it, it's quite alarming. But from foundation, what we intend to do, we intend to provide educational support through scholarship, and as well as a school material like all these books, bags, shoes, as well as even mentorship program, career guidance. You see, sometimes it's not even people, when you say education, open in foundation, people all expected is about support materials. Sometimes even for you to give an advice and awareness is also good. Sometimes even the parent, they have money, but they don't look at education as a key.
Important.
So as important, exactly. So that it's not even they don't have even to pay, but they don't feel it's not even important. After all, there is even no work, all these kind of things. So we intend to do our best in terms of that sensitization, guidance, leadership development, awareness campaign that at least will encourage the children as well as even the parent.
Okay, Malan Nasser.
Yes, sir.
We all grew up here in the city.
Yes, we did.
We knew how important education was.
Yes.
Growing up within Minna.
Yes.
And despite the fact that the country has moved forward, we are, especially the state, we still find people not going to school.
Yes.
Some of them being dropped out. Some of them after primary, they can't go further.
Yes.
I'm sure you have seen a lot of this. So what do you feel about what the foundation should do more, because it's like a territory?
Yes.
You know exactly what is happening
It's
within the company.
territorial.
Yes. What's your opinion, and what is this foundation going to do?
Okay. We have a very cool master plan. I'll tell you a little bit about it.
Okay.
You know, everything cannot be for everybody, but there's something for everyone eventually.
Okay.
Right? Everybody must not go to school. Everybody must not go to the university to be useful in the society. Right? Those that are willing to go to school, that have the capacity, we are willing to support them with scholarships.
Okay.
That's one on our master plan.
Okay.
And those that want to go into businesses, we are willing to help them with acquiring vocational skills and supporting them with materials, with equipment that will help them stand on their feet and be useful to the society.
Okay.
And in turn, this is what we ask from them. In turn, they also give back to the society. Because if they do their part, just like we've done ours, the world is gradually going to become a better place. Right? So that's our plan right now.
Okay.
And before then, we currently have some kids mapped out for scholarship already.
Okay.
Yes, we have some kids mapped out for scholarship in primary school that, okay, we are going to take over their school fees payment, uniform, educational materials, and all those little things.
All right, we still have Mr. Ishak in the studio. Mr. Ishak, I know you also like to come in and say one or two things, because this is also your foundation. You're part of the foundation. Can you please chip in, and especially which area do you think you want to chip in? Education, health, or drug abuse?
Yes. Good morning, my my name is Ishak Mohammed.
Okay.
Recently, Karnati Foundation is in agreement with one of these reputable health institution.
Okay.
Kaduna.
Okay.
Our plan is to sponsor at least 55 students into various. We are planning to sponsor 55 students into various health courses.
Okay.
But the issue is we have that agreement with a very reputable school in Kaduna.
Okay.
And since we have a roadmap, we are planning to say, okay, let's see how we can start from Kaduna down to other part of the north.
Okay.
Because our challenge in Nigeria, mostly northern part of Nigeria, is education.
Education.
And we are talking about drugs, drug abuse. You can't fight drug abuse without education. Most of these people that abuse drugs are mostly illiterates.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you find
Mostly.
the educated ones, roughly statistics will take maybe 10-20%.
Okay.
But 80% are illiterates. So you can't fight this madness of drug abuse without education. So we are planning to do is sponsor at least 55. We take out the tuition fee, materials, and other things. So we have that plan in place.
Okay. Take from Niger State, or
From
you?
Kaduna to Niger.
Okay, from Kaduna and Niger State.
Yes.
About how many?
55 in Kaduna already. So if we have 55 in Kaduna, roughly we'll take another 55 from Niger.
From Niger.
Yes.
Education at what level?
At
Tertiary. Okay, as in based on scholarship, you pay once, or you pay per session, tuition fee per session.
It's a 3 years program.
Okay. Okay. 3 years program.
We pay yearly.
Wow.
For 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very big one. I think for now, for a foundation, there are a few of these who can, few of foundations who can really take up this challenge. I know it's a big challenge, and just as you said, it involves a lot of money.
Yes, it does.
So, are you into partnership with any other foundation or government agency or another non-governmental organization to come in and key in into your project?
Yeah, Karnati is open to partnership with any organization, individual, or government.
Okay.
But for now, this sponsorship program is solely
On you.
done by the foundation.
Okay.
Yes.
Malan Nasser, you wanted to add something to that?
Yes, just like the manager has said, right? Karnati with the Big Art Foundation is open to a partnership from all well-meaning institutions, organizations, or individuals. All that matters is that we want to spread the good news. We want people to understand that this situation is more severe than it seems, right? And you just cannot fold your arms, right? You don't just think that once you're safe, once you're okay, everything is fine. If you're safe and your neighbor isn't, you're not safe, right? And what makes you safe is education. And it doesn't have to be formal. Education is just knowing what's right and what's wrong, and that's what we want to do. We want us to equally understand that the life we're living right now is an inheritance that we've gotten from our forefathers, and most certainly we are going to leave it behind, and it's our responsibility to give it back better than we have received it, and that's what every other person can do, I believe.
Okay, if we have a supporter,
yes, please.
How is the supporter going to come in to support you?
That's beautiful. You can visit our website at Karnati with the Big Heart Foundation.org. I'll say that again. Karnati with the Big Heart Foundation.org. Right, that's our website. We
spell the Karnati.
Karnati WITHBIGHERT Foundation FOUNDATION.org.
Okay, Karnati
with
Big Heart Foundation.org. Okay, these are this is through the website.
Yes.
Can get to you also.
Yes.
Okay, what about phone number, your address in Minna, Niger State?
Yes. Our phone number is 07044116658. I'll take that again. 07044116658. And we have an office in Abuja, like we've said earlier, and that's our headquarters. And we have another office right here in MI Wushishi.
Okay.
Yes. But you know how it is. We are more mobile because the next minute we could be in another part of Nigeria. So we can be all the time reached through these numbers and through this website and our Gmail address. You could send us emails and we could respond to that.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, you guys are just coming into Niger State.
Yes, we are.
Okay, what organizations have you met and collaborated with to establish yourself properly in the state?
Okay.
Yes, we have agreement with several organizations. We have Islamic Medical Foundation.
Okay, Islamic Medical Foundation.
Kaduna, yes.
Okay.
We have an understanding with them.
Okay.
And I believe there is also an agreement with Kaduna State Ministry of Health.
Okay.
To train our students after maybe 2 years program. You have to put all these things in place before.
So you mean after this finish school?
Sponsorship program, after
then
2 years of sponsorship.
Then you will have to do another training.
Yes. After 2 years program, you have to do at least 4 months IT.
Okay.
So, and I wouldn't want a situation where I will send students to private institutions where they will not have the required facilities to train, which is why we entered into agreement with Kaduna State Ministry of Health.
Okay.
For that training to send our students to various general hospitals.
Okay.
Or teaching hospitals within Kaduna.
Okay.
Yes. We have several organizations which I am not at.
Okay. So for now, in Niger State, because I'm sure listeners will be expecting to hear what is next for people who want to come into Niger, who will come in or looking forward to benefit from Karnati Big Art with the Big Art Foundation. Yeah, listeners will be expecting. What is your next agenda after the outreach that you've made yesterday? Yesterday you had an outreach. Health outreach, medical outreach. So what should listeners or Nigerite be expecting from Karnati, the Big Art Foundation, be doing next?
Yes, just like Mala Nasir has stated, you can't just run an organization without a roadmap.
Yeah.
And I was impressed with what I saw yesterday.
Okay.
And equally saddened with the situation. Yes. Because I was expecting to see not more than 50 or so patients.
Okay.
The outreach. But it saddened me to see more than 300.
Yes,
Wow.
300.
Which means this is a challenge to the state government to call these organizations, similar organizations like us. I think there should be a provision for us, in the state, to tackle this. Government alone cannot fight all these things. If a medical outreach by a non-governmental organization can attract 200, 300 people in need of help in the state, I think we have a very long way to go. So I'm calling and I'm challenging the state to see or to come in and assist these organizations.
Okay, Malenas.
Yes, thank you so much. I would like to equally add to what the manager said. We hope to kickstart the next medical outreach by considering eyesight.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, what we do is we consider what we have on ground, we look at that vividly, and we see what's lacking. Many of the people that came for the outreach yesterday complain about their eyes.
Okay.
Yes. So it means it's a pressing need. Glaucoma, cataract. We just want to see what we can do.
Okay.
That's going to be key on our list next time. It's going to be prioritized on our medical outreach next time. Glaucoma, cataract, eyesight generally.
Okay. At what age? What number of? Can you just give us like which ones, the youth or the elderly people with eye? Which ones are in need of this help?
Anyone. You know. When it comes to eyesight, some of these problems are genetics, and some of these problems are not understood until they're kind of late. But when you have your check properly right now, you get to be on medications and you live a better life. The eyes are the king of the body.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to do next. Eyesight, and we equally look into our logistics to see what we have internally to add some other few things as well that has to do with health as well.
So, and it's going to be within Minna.
We are hopeful. We are hopeful to do so. Yeah. You know, we've been receiving calls. When are you coming to this place? When are you coming to that place? But you know, that's why we're calling on well-meaning listeners, Nigerians, government, NGOs. Let's see what we can do together.
Yeah, when you are together, you can do more.
Exactly. Imagine right now that we have #1 billion, for instance. We can move a lot.
I believe Karnati can do more.
Exactly. We can move
far better.
Yes. We want this to outlive us. Yeah, and you know, money is important when you have to have something to outlive you.
Yes.
You understand? So, and #1 billion is not so much, my brother. It's a lot of money, but it's not so much money when there's love, when there's compassion at the heart. So that's what we want to see, right? We want it to be big. We want it to reach everyone, and we want to support.
So what you are saying now, Minna, is the next outreach for medical outreach, especially for the eyesight, is going to be in Minna.
We are.
No, I think it's because of what transpired yesterday.
Yes.
Honestly, we have seen that there is a lot to do. Honestly, based on what you said, it's something beyond that. We never expect that we can see more than 50 people, but more than 300 people.
And it was not even announced on the radio that you come for medical outreach.
Just local announcement.
Honestly, it's really alarming. That means we have a lot to do.
I'm an Angelite, and that's why I've been insisting. Let's be the first. If you're going to do it, let's have it first in Minna. Then just as you said.
Our prayer is the Karnati should be a household in Minna.
Okay.
That is it. So we are Nigerite. We don't have any place better than this. So that is why we are here. Exactly.
So okay, we'll see how far that can really go, and not too distant time. We're going to absolutely open up the phone lines. Let's hear people, because we have a lot of listeners who are going to call in and then ask questions, comments, and then you respond to these questions. The listener, you are on to Badegi Radio 90.1 FM. We are with the executive of the Karnati with the Big Heart Foundation. They did an outreach yesterday, medical outreach yesterday, and they are willing to do more. Not only medical, education, drug abuse, especially on sensitization, and a whole lot of issues, even education. So let's call, have your call this morning so you can ask questions if you have any, if you want to make comments, or if you want to partner with them. The door is always open for partnership. You can come in and also help in one way or another. You can dial 09138 579001. That is the studio number, 09138 579001. Or you can go to Facebook or YouTube right now and leave your message there or question if you have any. Let's go to Facebook. We have a message here that says many people in rural communities still lack access to drug and that is on drug abuse or awareness programs. What plan does your association have to expand its activities to local government areas and rural communities across the Nupe zone, Gwari zone, and Kontogora zone? See, I went to Agay, and there was time I went to Agay twice or thrice, I think, last year and this year. And what I saw was an eyesore. Yeah, you know, when I saw youth coming and, you know, there was a political gathering, and what I saw there was, I wasn't really happy because I saw youth, especially even teenagers, you know, are already into it, are already hooked. You know, you can see from their lips, from their feet, and the way they talk, and you know, the what's normal person cannot do, but cannot do it because that person is under the influence of. So I was shocked. So this message from Facebook is talking how you're going to take this into local government areas.
Yes, I think
outside the city.
Okay.
Going back.
What we intend to do is we intend to partner with the law enforcement agency, which are the NDLEA.
NDLEA, yes.
All the things, because we need to partner with them so that we can see how we can help them, at least to see how we can communicate this into even the rural areas. Sometimes you see people assume that drugs only take place in the city. It's not, honestly. So our awareness, that is why we say we need to come up with, catch them young. Even in primary schools, we can be able to come with a small pamphlet, with the cartoons and all this and share, so that at least let them see the danger of drugs and let them see the benefit if they are out of drugs. Yeah, the world just celebrated World Drug Abuse Day on Friday. The NDLEA and other agencies came together to celebrate it. Yes, I was also there, and they are doing a lot, seriously. And one thing is that they also need help.
Yes.
So this is they can't do it alone. They are facing challenges, especially in mobility and the number of staff they have, very minor. So you can imagine if Karnati Foundation also can come in and liaise with them or partner with NDLEA in Niger State, because there's the number of staff they have in rural areas or the local government is very, very minor. So you can now see how you guys can come in and they collaborate with NDLEA, especially on drug abuse. So let's quickly enter the phone line so we can hear people call. Hello, good morning. Yes, can you please turn down the volume of your radio set?
My name is Musa from Chanchaga.
Okay, Musa from Chanchaga. Go ahead. Good morning, sir. Fine, thank you.
I don't know when will they be in Minna for this outreach, because I have an eye problem too.
Okay.
And I don't know the time to use it. And then the phone number you call, I couldn't make it. So I think you can help us to fix it again.
Okay, the phone number?
Yes, because the program is
okay, before we go, you will run the number again for listeners to get the number. Inshallah. We have another number. Colin, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you at the studio.
Good morning, Dombidi.
This is Dombidi on the line. Happy good Sunday.
Welcome.
I greet your guests over here.
All right.
My question goes through this. Is there any foundation in Nigeria that doesn't need help to understand? Either by the individual, let me just put it, by individual or by the government in Nigeria. I said in Nigeria. This is my question before I come back to the second one. Thank you very much.
All right. It's talking about, is there any foundation in this country that does not need, assistance and the rest? See, even in the whole world, even the MacArthur Foundation, and the whole, even Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Bill Gates and the rest, they still need help. They organize dinner, conferences, and people. They invite people to come in to partner with them. Some donate money, some donate logistics. You can imagine MacArthur Foundation. It's a very big one.
I know it. You're right, sir.
You understand? They're not to talk of local one that is within a state. They need help.
We do.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So in terms of partnership, how do you think do foundations need assistance? Because that's what he's saying.
Of course. If I may answer that question straightforward, we need help. And to make it even clearer, everything in life needs help. Not just this foundation, everything in life needs help. For an instance, sir, yesterday, the outreach we had, we spent roughly 5 million naira on that outreach.
Okay.
You understand? Internally sourced. More than 200 takeaways of food. Take out of food, yes. Right? Outreach. So, help could come in different forms. As little as helping with the logistics, that's help. As little as ensuring that there's crowd control, that's help. And
Security.
what we're trying to say is, whatever you've done that is helpful counts.
Yeah. All right, let's pick another call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Good morning.
Oh, I need to want to
Ije Bosa.
Yeah, Yalinka, how our guests there?
They are fine, thank you. They are here.
I pray Almighty Allah always be with them.
Amen.
And guide them.
Amen.
I have eye problem as well.
Okay.
And I don't know how I will reach them.
Okay. Before we go, we will, leave a number, and by the time they are ready,
Yes.
I think they will also come back to this to the studio again and tell us the program they have, and also an announcement. So it's not something that will be done in a hidden way.
No.
It's going to be here. They are going to come back. This is not going to be their first time or last time of coming. They will come back, sir.
I'm a retiree.
Okay.
Malam Bello is my name.
All right, Malam Bello. Thank you.
I'm living with Barrican family.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Malam Bello, for calling. Just as Nasser said, a lot of when you went there, you found that for people with the eyesight problem, were more.
Yes, the complaints were quite high. They were asking about medications for eye. They kept on asking. It was alarming.
All right. Let's pick another call.
Thank you.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Sani Ibrahim from Karatu.
All right. From Garatu.
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead, please.
Please, when are they coming to? Although I want to get their number so that we should be contacted with them before then.
Okay. Don't worry. We'll give the number before they leave, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. Thank you.
Yes, just stand by. We're going to give out their number. We not just people, individuals. We expect callers who will communicate. We also want to partner.
Yes.
For me, that's what I'm expecting. People to call to say, okay, we'll partner with you. Yeah, this is what we can do. This is what we can do. This is what we can do. But even not now, probably after the program, you can reach their number. They're going to leave a number where you can reach them, and then if you have any partnership that you want to undertake with them, let's check another message on our Facebook. Then we can, the founder, give him a chance to talk. What role should schools play in preventing drug abuse among young people? This is school.
Yes.
Nasser.
Yeah, thank you very much. I have been in the school system for over 2 decades right now, and I can give you a very blue and extremely master print of what should be done.
Okay.
Schools could invite drug law enforcement agencies,
which they are doing. They are
doing vividly, like fervently. And apart from that, right, schools equally could ensure that these kids are adequately educated in class. They could include a subject in the classroom, a general subject called drug abuse.
Okay.
The dangers of drug abuse.
Okay.
If that's there, you hear these things every day. You hear the campaign every day. So it becomes a household name. You would understand that if you're to take a paracetamol in the morning, just 2 pills for an instance, and you're taking 1, that's still drug abuse.
That's it. Yeah, it is.
You understand? So we want to catch them young, and we'll continue from right there.
Abubakar, I thought you have something to say.
Yes, mine is just to add with respect to how individual organization or philanthropies can support the foundation.
All right.
Yes, you see, this support foundation can come in different form. It can come with financial donation, medical supply, educational materials, in fact, even volunteer services, mentorship and strategic partnership.
Okay.
And I think there is a saying goes that when many hands come together, the burden become lighter, and the impact become greater.
Yes, it
so
is.
honestly, we really need people to also join us so that we can do this together. It's all about what? Giving back to the humanity, to our community.
Yes. You want to add, because we are gradually coming to the end of the program.
The manager.
Yeah, the manager.
Any other
In terms of partnership. Yes.
Just like I said earlier.
Yes.
Karnati cannot do this alone. We are calling the attention of the general public, individuals, government organizations, and private organizations as well. Recently, I saw a post on Facebook. Somebody was challenging the spending of the First Lady on NGOs and other things.
Yeah.
Then I checked through the comment section. I think somebody close to the government made everything clear.
Okay.
And he said the office of the First Lady is not being bankrolled by the presidency.
Okay.
These things are done mostly through donation and other things, organizations. Then he listed Tony Onumelu, Dangote, and the rest of them.
The source of their
Then
funds.
I now said, okay, these things cannot be done alone. But you can't just give your money to somebody who is not reliable.
Yes.
It's true.
Which is why they choose the First Lady. Because they know she's reliable. And they know she will be accountable for all these things.
Okay.
This is also equally applicable to Karnati. Karnati is registered. We have an office. We have offices, in fact, Kaduna, Niger, and other places. So we are open to partnership with anybody, any organization, government.
All right. I want to talk to the founder. What's your last word, your message to youth especially, and to all listeners out there?
Well, okay, my message is that let's work together to build a strong community so that we can encourage everyone to support the vulnerable people, invest in our youth, promote education, and work collectively to create a society where every person has this opportunity to live with a dignity and hope.
All right, less than 1 minute, Malan Nasser.
Yeah, thank you so much. So please, let's all come together. Together we can do more, and individually we cannot go far.
Okay, Malan Ishak.
Yes.
Your last word?
Yes. Just like my other colleague has said, we need people to come together so we can succeed in this movement. We cannot do this alone.
All right.
We need all their support required.
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming. Dear listener, I hope you have been enlightened to an extent to know the problems we face here, especially in Minna, Niger State. And also, there are individuals who are also coming. That is Karnati with the Big Heart Foundation also coming to help, ameliorate some of these problems. So we can have roles to play. You can come, probably give your effort, even if you don't have money. By the time they're organizing the seminar or whatever, you can come in and help.
Yes.
You can serve as a volunteer. And if it's you that have money, you can come. If you have drugs, I don't know, all the hospital, whatever, you can come in and contact them so you can supply, because there are a lot of people who have it, but I don't know how to go about it.
Exactly.
So their phone number, I have to call the phone number once again, 070 44 11 66 58. I will take the number for the last time, 070 44 11 66 58. That, I think that's the easiest way to contact your people, and then they see how they can partner, and then see how we can also move the Minna, Niger State forward. Gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming this morning. Please do come back again so we can also talk about. There are a lot of issues to be talked about, but for today, I think we've spent enough time already to talk about them, but we've not exhausted them. Dear listener, I want to thank you for joining us this morning. Ibrahim Gimba is my name. 12 is the news at noon. Don't go anywhere. Good afternoon.